Well, good morning. I can see my hubby in the picture. Good morning, everyone. I'm going to try this again because we had internet drop out. Um, I don't know what's going on, but anyway, yeah, such is life. Um, so today I'm looking at the mini catalog again. Welcome to Timeout Tuesday, 30th of September, and we're at the end of the month, and it's weather's just been beautiful. So I'm going to show you today a sweet set called North Pole Delivery. And we'll flip this around. There we go. This is what it's called, North Pole Delivery. In it, I've called it Jolly Holiday because it's got a stamp set, some dies, and this one makes a cute box, which I'll show you. Some gems, different sizes, some fluffy ribbon and DSP. And I'm going to quickly show you the DSP. So let's grab that. It's quite unusual in a sense, but so we've got this. This is the B side, I guess. This is the A side with these, and I actually cut a lot of these out the other day because there also is 2 pages of die cuts. And when I get the die cuts, because they're inclined to fall out, I take them all out and put them into a container. And then when I'm finished using those, I'll put them into an envelope and keep them in that. So that's there. So I cut some of these out as well. And that's the other side, which is a grid. This one has dogs on it. And if you look very carefully, you'll notice that there are dogs, but some of them face one way and some of them face the other way. There are some dies that cut out some of these things as well. The other side is a bit fussy for me, but yeah, it's all right. This one is of little animals driving fast trucks, delivering for Christmas. Isn't that cute? The other side is just that. It's another one the same. And then there's this one, which is very cute. It's got some bears, brown bears, black bears, some owls, dogs, squirrels, hedgehog, even a cute little hedgehog here. And you can cut those out, and rabbit. There's even a rabbit as well. So on the other side is this beautiful blue. Then there's this one, which is like a village scene, house scene. And I'm using that today. The other side has got lots of mailboxes on it, and that's the same as the first one. I watched a video the other day where the girl who actually designed this has been working for Stampin' Up for 3 years, and she this is her second suite that she has designed. She loves drawing animals. So this is the one we're going to do today, and we started, so we're restarting from the beginning. So what we have is a piece of real red for the base, piece for the inside. We might put that on first, and there we go. You might have noticed at the beginning of the video today that we have a different venue. I've moved into my craft room, and we're trying this out today, so that could be part of the problem too. So I put that on the inside. Okay. Now on the outside, I've got another piece of white cardstock that I have embossed with this Christmas words folder. Not only is there the words, but there are dies as well, so you can cut the words out individually, which I have actually done. But in this one, I'm just using the die. So it's like Jolly Holiday, Let It Snow, Happy Christmas, Peace, Joy, Cheer with Love, Merry and Bright, 'Tis the Season, Magic and Hope, and so on. Now, I know it doesn't snow in Australia, but hey, that's the way. Okay, so let's get these dimensionals off the back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sometimes the little papers are tricky to come off. There we go. I'm just going to place this on the front and center it. There we go. You can see that all those beautiful words. Okay, now I've got some of the die cuts that you can punch out, and I'm going to put these on the card. So let's get to it. So we've got, I'm going to arrange where they go. But you know what I should have done before I did that? Let me take that off again, just for a moment. I knew I'd done it the wrong way around. Let's just pull it off the front of the card. It's not going to be a problem because I forgot to add the twine. I want to add the twine first. Just I think I've been thrown a little bit by this morning, but that's okay. We run with it. Okay, now so I'm going to go around 3 times. I'm going to move it so that it ties. I might actually move it again. Made this ribbon, this thread a little bit too small. I might just go around twice in this one. That way. Sometimes I do 3 times, but actually I might get a longer piece. Give me 1 second. This is just red and white twine, and I'll just make it longer. I tried to estimate, but I didn't do a very good estimation. So let's try this. 1, 2, 3. And I'm just going to tie them together. So I'll tie the 3 together in a knot. And then I shall make my bow. Do this first. I should have done this before I took the backs off the dimensionals, but that's okay. We're all good. Okay. Now, I might put this, I think I might put this over this side on this one. There we go. Need to cut that there. There we go. And I'll put it back on the card base. Easy. There you go. So this is my red twine, red and white twine rather, sort of candy cane twine. Now I've got my little owl here, and she's going to go up here on this side. If you notice in the other card, she's pointing the other way. Okay, but in the stump, in the papers, and then in the die cuts, you have one that points one way and one that points the other way. So, you know, which I think is a great idea because very often I want something that I can reverse. So I'm going to put her up the top. There she is. And she's beautiful on her own, but we're not finished yet. Okay, so let's go. So I'm going to place these. Actually, what I might do even is stick this here on the inside. So I've got an open envelope here. You will see, and I'm going to just put it down there like that on the bottom. Now I'm going to work out where I want to put these. And this is going here. So I'll actually put this on first. Got some dimensionals on the back of it. Let's put this on. Special delivery from me to you. And I can move those a little bit apart. And those a little bit apart. There you go. My bowl keeps wanting to flip over on itself. Now I'm just working out where I want to put these. I think I want one more. Let me see what I can find. Maybe this little blue one. What have I got here? I've got some, yeah, I reckon this one and this one. So what I think I want to do is make sure I've got it the right way up for a start. I'm going to stick that there. I'm going to put on dimensionals. So let me grab my dimensionals. One there, one there. I've got this one, two, all empty. Okay. Now, I put this one underneath it. I'll put it on one dimension, maybe two dimensionals for this one. Like so. And then I've got these ones. These are all, that's been cut out from the paper, but all of these here are die cuts. So I'll pop that on that side. I might put this guy in there, just on dimensional as well, in the middle, like a little stamps. Okay, now we're almost finished. I've got my gems. These are called the sparkling gems. These are the ones that come with it. And I'm going to put some gems on the card. So let's take one of the big ones, put it up here. I'll take oh, I think I might get another medium one on this one. I'll put it in there. Okay, so that's our first card. Special delivery from me to you. And just that inside it. So that's one that we can do. Okay, the next card I'm going to show you. Don't know if I need all the space, but I'll leave that up there. Is using the DSP. And what I've done with it, whoops, and it just dropped one thing on the floor. There we go. Got the one with the little village thing on it, and inside I've just got this paw print. Okay, and I've used another die down here and some of the greetings for you ephemera. So let's put this together and I'll show you how it goes really quickly. So we've got this. I'm going to stick that on first on the inside. And so I don't lose this tiny little postage stamp thing, which has cute paws on it, paw prints rather. See? Cute paw prints. And there is a cute paw print stamp in the set as well. Now, I have this piece of DSP, which I'm going to place on. And I'm going to put it on first. It's just about 0.5 smaller than the base. So here we go. And then in my stash, I had this, it's called velvet, so white velvet paper. And I'm going to use this for snow at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to put it down here so it looks like this. There's some snow. One side is flocked and the other side isn't. So flocked means that it's got like a soft touch to it. Okay, very, very simple card, this one. Now, we've got this little dog pulling a sled. And you can see this one, she's going from the right to the left, and this one's going to go from the left to the right. So let's get some dimensionals on this little one. I thought these would make good cards for kids too. Or even adults. Like, I think they're rather cute. So let's get that on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pop it on top of the velvet. Okay, like that. And then I've got from the greetings for you, Happy Christmas, and I'm just going to put that there. And I'm going to put that on some dimensionals. Put 3 on the back because I wanted to slip. 1, lots of little bit backings here. Put on the right way around. Happy Christmas. And then I'm going to grab my gems again. These are older ones that I had lying around. And I'm going to put some blue ones on this. So let's Pool Party's the back. I'm going to put one there. Might put one up there. And might put another small one over here. Okay. That's card number 2. And see, yeah. So I've got that one and that one. Now, I am going to spend a little bit of time to show you how to make this other one. Let me grab it. It's hiding somewhere here. Here we go. This one is actually, I'm just looking up my notes. Mary Dethridge designed this card, and I thought it was rather cute. So let's open this up and have a look at it. I wondered what to use with some of the DSP. So here is a way to use it. So basically we've got all the little letters and parcels, the DSP behind and this, and then inside it pops up and you can see that it's got the dog and the house and so on. So we're going to do this from scratch today. Pardon me. So the first thing I'm going to do is got a piece of green cardstock which I've cut out with the postage dies, and I'm going to get my green stamp pad, and I'm just going to randomly that there is like a compass and some paw prints. So I'm just going to randomly stamp the compasses on this in various places. Excuse me. My allergies are really playing up at the moment. I think it's all the pollens. If this one, I can't choose to be ordered. Okay. Now, what I've got is another piece of cut out with postage dies, and I'm going to use this one. Now, you'll notice that on the other card that I made, I actually, where is it? Here it is here. It was actually smaller, but I wanted it a little bit bigger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting this together without putting it on the base. So I'm going to put this on. Oh, before I do that, I need to stamp the little paw prints on it. But what I wanted to show you was I want to see where that's going to go. And I'll probably put that like that. And then I'm going to do the paw prints going up. Good job I've got them going the right way. That was a bit of a luck more than anything. And I'm going to have some coming down here as well. Aren't they cute? Okay, so let's set that over there. And got some green ink on my finger. Right, now we're going to put the front together. It's the easiest bit to do first. And I'll just put some glue on the back of this. And I'm going to put it on an angle on this red and white paper, which has the envelopes on the other side. And then I'm going to put this one on next. And I'm put it flat on the card as well. Put it up there. Okay. Maybe put it a little bit higher on this one than I did on the other one. Okay, now I'm going to make up the front. So I've got some parcels and things. Oh, I forgot, there is the little mailbox. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. what I've done with the mailbox is it's got a little slit here at the top, and I've used my blade to cut a hole. Can you see that? In that, along that slit, because I want to use that. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put glue on the bottom part of this. Place it on there. Okay. Now, got one of these teeny weeny little envelopes. Isn't that cute? And I'm just going to do that first, which is a little bit tricky because I don't think I've got the glue on it yet. Doesn't want to come off. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to get my pick and open this up so I can get in behind. And I'm going to stick it in so it fits in beautifully in the mail slot. There we go. Isn't that nice? There we go. So that's that. You leave it like that if you wanted to, but I'm going to have some presents spilling out all over the so I'll put this one here. What else have I got? I'm just looking to see what I've got. I might put this one up here. Okay, let's get those on. I'm going to cover the front of the mailbox a little bit. I'll do this one. And it can go on this side. It's a big one. I might get a smaller one than that one because that one's a little bit. Let's see. Put this one in the middle, and I might put it on a dimensional, I think. Let's couple of dimensionals. There we go. There we go. And I'll put that there. And then I've got another little one here, which I can put on one dimensional, and I'm just going to put it down the bottom of it. And then I think I'll put this one right there. Okay. And I might put, oh gosh, what will I do? I might put this open one on it as well, just so that you can see that it has been opened again, just for fun. Let's pop that there. And we'll do this one on dimensionals. 1, 2. Okay, so my front is basically finished apart from the my sentiment, which I have somewhere. It's probably fallen on the floor, but that's okay. We'll sort that out in a minute. Right. Now, that's the front. I'm going to put that on the card, and I'm going to pop the red. So it's a long way. So let's do that. Pop that on the front. I wanted to show you now. Mary Dethridge's instructions were all in inches, and I have translated them into centimeters for our Australian market because the American cards are a little bit smaller than ours. Okay, set this little guy up here and this little guy here, and I just don't have the blue here, but I can get that in a minute. Okay, so the front is almost finished, and then I'll put my message down here at the front. Special delivery from me to you, and I know that I do, so it's probably hiding somewhere. Oh, maybe I didn't. Okay, that's okay. I thought I cut the paper out, but anyway, this is the inside of my card. Okay, Now, what I've done is I have scored it. So I made it, and I've written instructions and the measurements in the back. So it's 10 by 28.6. I thought about doing 28.5, but I decided to make it 28.6 because then it's easy to buy. Score it in the middle, 14.3. And then I've scored a 2.5 on either side of that cell at 11.8, 16.8. Now I'm going to make sure that that's nice and crisp. And then I'm going to fold this back. So I'll show you in a minute. There we go. And the same with this side. You see, now my, okay. So, now what I wanted to do actually was fold it the other way. Fold it that way. Push that one in. That one in, but that doesn't matter because we need this fold to be really good. And then this one is going to go like that. Okay. Now let's move the card over here for a second. Okay, so what we're going to do is this is going to be the inside of the card. So you can see that we've got a mountain and two valleys. Now, I seem to be missing a couple of bits of this card for some reason. Not quite sure why, because I know I put them all in there. But that's okay. We can work with this. I had cut it out. And I put it in. And there's two more of my letters. But anyway, that's okay. I did put it all in the container. Just check it's not there. Right. Okay. Let's get started on this. So if you look on the inside, you can see what I've done. Okay. So I've got some paw prints going up here. Now, the first thing I'm going to stamp on here is Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Happy wishes, sorry. And I'm going to do that in real red. Okay. I didn't do it first on the other card, but I want to show you how I want to do it first on this one. I'm going to do my stamping first. Because the dog's going to, actually, do you notice that the dog's going to be going, this dog's facing the other way. So I'm going to put it on this side. Oh, it didn't work. I rescue it. Merry Christmas and happy wishes. I might have to go over that and put another piece of cardstock on that. But yeah, I think that's what I want to do. So just give me 1 second. I'll grab a piece of cardstock. So doing it on the fly. So here we go. So I'm going to make it 9.5, I think. Almost, so 11. Might end up cutting a little bit off it. Okay. Going to put that on there. Right, let's set that over there for now. And I'm going to try this again. Okay. So what I want to do is to do my Merry Christmas. I should have brought over, and I'm going to do it on this side. There we go. Right, now, before I stick it on, in case I make any more mistakes, I'm going to get my paw prints again, and I'm going to clean my stamp, which the table's getting rather full here. Got my cleaner here. Sorry if this takes a bit longer today, but I wanted to show you how to put this together. Okay, so I've got my paw prints, and I'm going to use Memento Black this time to put the paw prints going up the card on the other side. So I've got that, And I just want to make sure that I've got my paw print. Just want to make sure I've got enough black on it. I'm going to need to re-ink these. So I've got 5 there. And then I'm going to go up, one up that. One there. One there. One there. And one just going off the page. Okay. So let's close that up so I don't get a mess. I shall put this on the like that. See, you can't, it isn't, in a sense, there's no mistakes, but there are mistakes, but you can see that we can fix them up. So don't do that, Elizabeth. Close my red. That was almost a disaster there. Good job. It was on the wrong side of the card. Okay, so let's pop this on here. I need to go like that. Okay, so that's this bit of it. Now I've got 2 pieces of blue DSP, and that's why I don't know where the other bit is. And they're going to go on there. So let's get that and stick those on. Put them on for down here. Little strip. This card is designed almost the same way as bookbinder card in many ways. Okay, it's just a little bit extra there. And this one, let's check its length. It's also a little bit too long, so let's try and cut it first. Oh, I know why it's a bit longer, because I did cut this. I'll put that piece in. But no, it should be the same length. Obviously mismeasured. No, let's put this one in here. Okay, so that's that part of the card. Now, as everything's about to fall off the table, let's get the houses. And I know I've got this piece somewhere, but we'll use this bit. Okay, so what I want to do with this one is I want it to be that length. So I am going to brought my ruler over with me. So it was 11.8 by 10. So on that is 9.6. Let's get that. 9.6 by 11.4. 9.6 by 11.4. Sit. Set them aside. And this was a good test today, because I usually have to tell Rod to go and find things, but having being in here is really good. So I'm going to pop that on there. Okay, now I'm going to place this on the card. So let me get my card base, which is hiding somewhere now. I'm going to be full of this. Let's set that there. And I'll put my Poppy Parade card base. And up there. Husband's just brought me in a coffee too, which I think I really need this morning. Oh gosh, I don't know where to put the Poppy Parade card base. I had it a few minutes ago because I did the front, didn't I? Here it is, right there. My brain's gone. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the inside. So open up your card. Now, want to place it so that that's there, so that when it lies flat, this fold here is at the center, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the bottom part on first. Okay, so I want to make sure that that fold and that fold are together. And that is going to go. Just want to make sure I've got that fold right. There we go. That. And then I'm going to do the top fold. Do you notice that I missed this bit? So you can see why we need closer ink pads. It was almost a disaster, but it wasn't quite. One across there. And I'm just going to lay this completely flat and push it down. Okay. Now, when I set it to go up, it will sit like this. Okay. So this is like a little shelf. Now, I'm going to put this little guy on first, and or decide where I'm going to put him. This is going to. It's going on first because I want it just to be inside the card. So let's do that. No. So pop it on so that it's just touching the bottom, but not quite. Do you know what I did? And that was very, very silly. Was I put glue on the top of this. But do not fear. See, when I'm stressed, this is what happens. And it's good to just realize that sometimes things don't go quite the way you want. So there goes my card, and I think that's probably enough. Yep. So that's going to go there. Now I'm going to put my dog on some dimensionals. 1, and I only need them on the bottom. Okay, don't need them on the top, which is a mistake I did by putting glue on that house. It only needs to go on the bottom part of the house. But I was lucky I had a piece of white cardstock there that I could use. That guy there. Right, now let's pop these on. And set him about right there. Quite big, so yeah, you can see that he's quite big. But when you set your card up, if I set it like that, you can see that that sits up in front of the other houses. And I think that's rather cute. I probably should have made this card a little bit longer than I did, but that's okay. I think in the other one, what I did was I moved it down a little bit, and so it doesn't quite sit right up into the flap at the top. So I think that was the difference with this one. You can see I just made that a little longer. Now, that's basically the card made. Stick my little envelope down so it doesn't move. And I'm going to grab a piece of potpourri very quickly. Which I have it. And I put on it. You know, of course, I can't find my potpourri at the moment. There it is. Just to show you, I keep all my scraps in over, and I've got special delivery from me to you. And what I've done is there are 2 separate stamps, and I've just laid them down on the grid and set them side by side. Now I'm going to stamp it in red. on the end of this. So let's do that. Special delivery. Just want to make sure I've got it all on. I'm going to put it about there. Special delivery from me to you. I'm not quite sure that that's quite straight, but we'll fix that in a minute. Being stubborn this morning. I'm just going to cut around that. Just a bit bigger than I need. Get my cutter. So I don't usually do it from scratch like this. You have everything pre-prepared. But I wanted to do this today so that you can actually see that sometimes when you're making cards, it can not quite go the way you wanted it. But it's not a disaster, okay? And there we go. And I think it needs a little bit more of it. I just want to make it a little bit closer. A bit too much. Yeah. Got another mill off that side. And now I'm going to straighten up the bottom the same way. Okay, so I made this a little smaller, you can see. And I want to straighten that side because it's slightly angled. Now, get my dimensionals. And the card is just about finished, apart from some gold gems that I'm going to put on it. I've got a dimensional on my pick. So let's get the card and pop it on. Special delivery from me. Now you could choose to put it up there. I'm going to put mine down there. Okay. And get my gems. And I think I want the gold ones this time. There we go. Pop one up there. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pop it on the gold because it will really show up on the gold. On the black, rather. That one there. And then I'll put okay. And that is my card, finally. Even with all those things. So I had to find the other couple of envelopes that I was looking for. So I could even put, see this little guy, he's the same though. I don't want that one. And I don't want that one. So yeah, they're excess, so I can put them back in my stash. Mary put this on hers, but I didn't. She stuck this in behind, sort of coming out here like that. I didn't. I decided to leave it just as it is. But just thank Mary Deatherage for the inspiration for this card. And you can see mine turned out a bit different to hers. So there we go. But that's a card that you can make. So these are my 3 cards for today. 1, 2, doggy going different directions, and 3 with the owl. And I wanted to very quickly show you a couple of other cards that I made. I'd used just the dies on this one. I used the Snowflake Christmas for the background, used the little truck and the car, and then I used one of the greetings, Happy Christmas, and put it on green. So that is another one I did. And I wanted to show you what the box looks like. This is the box. Oops. So when you cut it out, I'll very quickly show you this. I'm going to be playing a little bit more with this because I want to experiment with it, see if I can make it a little bit bigger. When you cut it out, it's completely flat on the die. Okay, so it is completely somewhere on my table is my die. There we go. find it for me. You can see that it comes down pretty flat, but when you cut it out, these are the little tabs for the corners, and then these fold in, so you end up with a little box. And then down here, this here, if you look, it's like an insert that you can put into this. So they're sort of an oval shape, and I'll very quickly show you how to do it before I go. I've got a heart here. Let's do the one we used. There's this one here, and this one's a star, okay? So if you look very carefully at this, on the opposite end of that, where the other big end is, there is a flat, there's 3 little notches. This, turn it over, place this so the notches go in like that. And then I used a bit of washi tape to hold it in place and run it through the embossing folder. And then this cuts out this little star. And then I cut another star out in gold and stuck it on top. So when you go to put it together, you can do that. And that gives you, and there's a heart, and there is a circle as well. So it just shows you some of the things that you can do. So with that, so that's something that I will be looking at in the weeks ahead, for maybe little gifts and things. I hope you've enjoyed today, and I will see you next time. And I apologize for going over time today, but the internet finally did work. So, and I hope you like different view. Please tell me if you do, because I'd love to know if you like to see what my craft room looks like. I'll just have to make sure it's tidy, won't I? Okay, I will see you next week, and we'll be into October. And you all take care, and I will see you next week. Bye.